In the aftermath of their convictions, incarcerated women describe a desperate search for purpose, atonement, and self-confidence to avoid repeating mistakes of their past. Trauma in life, seeking safety, and women's relationships assist women in reclaiming their identities, their sense of security, and an assertive voice for their own advocacy in relationships of all kinds. Mary Kane came to prison without a high school education or any legitimate work history. She did not envision a future with much hope until she set a goal to change her journey by availing herself of programs, including working on her general equivalency diploma, completing trauma programming, and enrolling in various life skill programs.
So from the programs that I've taken in prison has freed me mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm not allowed to go as I please, but at the same time, I am freeing my mind and I'm getting an education and I'm just growing on the inside, which is making me feel free.
ServSafe, forklift operator, and service dog training certifications are a few of the many vocational skill training programs that support gainful release employment. Markeisha May had customer service work experience, but she capitalized on any chance to gain new skills through programs and institution work that would enhance her marketability in the workforce.
I wanted to gain new work experience so I could be more marketable. So I'm learning completely new things. That was my goal. I've learned a lot about myself and a lot of new skills that I can apply to my life.
Despite work experience in administrative, payroll, and commercial leasing before prison, Misty Eisenhower also embraced an opportunity to expand her resume by completing the nationally recognized ServSafe food industry certification program.
I think the ServSafe was something that I never would have thought, but to know that that certification is good for 5 years and it's nationwide, you know, I think that's great that they offered that there. It's something that we can put on our resume because it's something that's, you know, a certification that we got while we were here.
Lacey Guzman's work history was comprised of administrative and office work. Seeking to increase her earning potential and job opportunities upon release, she challenged herself to complete a forklift training program. To her surprise, she enjoyed the challenge and triumphed in her accomplishment of mastering a new, non-traditional work skill.
I just did the forklift training and was getting trained on different equipment at one of the prisons I was at, and I enjoyed that, even though I thought it was something I would never do, being from an office background, but it was actually really fun.
The difficult personal growth journey of many women in prison can be attributed to the unwavering support of staff who encouraged women to strive for their education, overcome their addictions, and assess their relationships. Staff belief in their potential and encouragement to overcome self-doubt was reported by the women as invaluable to reclaiming their self-confidence and creating a future filled with hope. Mary Kane attributes her new perspective about the value of education to her GED teacher, Mr. Hovis's commitment to his students.
I would have to say Mr. Hovis in education. He really, truly, deeply cares about our education. And education, I never really looked at it this way, but education is everything for a future and for a future career. And the way I never really cared about it before, he's kind of instilled that passion in me to continue my education in order for me to reach my future goals.
Selena Coleridge recounts the impact of staff support on reframing her outlook.
Yeah, so they have really motivated me. You know, they've given me they've boosted my self-esteem, my confidence, you know, so that I can get out there and not just, you know, being a felon doesn't define me. You know, I have a lot of other attributes of myself that I can use, and they reminded me of that. So it was helpful.
Empowering women with new skills and witnessing their personal development was described as a rewarding outcome for the challenging work completed by Bureau staff who facilitate education and drug treatment programming. Special learning needs teacher Jennifer Gino related the benefits of teaching women to read reaches far beyond attaining a valuable life skill. Reading opens doors and creates a sense of shared community with others.
The most rewarding part, I would definitely say, is watching women get their GED. Just that feeling of accomplishment learning your basic skills, like being able to pick up a book that other women are enjoying and actually participating in, whether it be a book club or just, sharing books and being engaged in a conversation. It's that sense of fulfillment, something that comes so basic for so many of us that they weren't able to possess.
Drug treatment specialist Amber Kirka tries to strike a delicate balance between pushing women toward changing habits and challenging their beliefs, while also creating a safe environment for them to experiment with new coping skills as they overcome addiction. The goal is always to restore self-confidence and recognize the possibility for a new beginning.
I really enjoy the aha moments when the pieces start to come together. Like I said, hope restored is huge, but connections and just believing that I can move forward, truly believing that, and recognizing that yes, addiction may be a struggle, but if I continue to treat it, life can get better and I can move forward.
Program opportunities which enable women to attain personal and professional goals, coupled with staff's encouragement and support, increases the likelihood of improved reentry outcomes and ultimately creates better neighbors.